Hey Steph, this is a Ariel rig that I built for you out of 304 stainless steel, which is a very strong and heavy duty type of steel alloy, and it's stainless so it won't rust. And this video is going to show you how to install it. So it's got 6 holes on the back for mounting bolts and then 5 connection holes on the side. You're going to need a couple tools to get started. A drill with a 3/16 inch bit, a ratchet thing with a 1/2 inch belt or driver and a little extendy piece, and a couple of wrenches. I have a 11/16 here and just sort of your normal adjustable wrench. So this has to be mounted directly into a stud. For this video, there's no drywall here, but normally there would be drywall. So the easiest way to find where your stud is in the ceiling is with a stud finder, or if that's not possible, if you can get close, you can take a drill with a much smaller drill bit and drill little holes until you hit the wood, and you'll be able to feel when you hit the wood, and you'll have wood shavings on the drill bit. And a stud is 1.5 inches wide, so if you find this side, you can go 1.5 inches over there and you'll find that side. So you want to mount this like this so that both these edges line up with the stud that you're going into. And there are 6 bolts that go in. For the purpose of this video, I'm only going to show you how to install one of them just to save time. So once you've figured out where the stud is, you'll want to mark on your wall your top and bottom points, and then put a dot in the center of each hole without moving thing. And it's important that they be as close to the center as possible. Obviously this would be done on a ceiling rather than the wall, but it's a little hard to film on the ceiling. Once you have all of your holes in place, you can drill them out with a 3/16 bit. And you'll want to go all the way in as deep as the bit will go, and obviously as straight in as possible. All right. Then we're going to use these little guys. These are very strong bolts made to anchor into wood, and there's a little washer that you'll have to put on. They're the silver washers, not the yellow looking ones. And then this goes on with a 1/2 inch socket. And obviously you would have drilled out all of the other holes in one step. It's much easier to drill before this goes on. Takes a little bit, and it's normal to hear a little bit of splitting. That's fine, that's just the teeth digging in. And when you put these on, you're going to want to put them all on loosely and then go back and tighten them all down. That way they sort of self-center themselves. And then when you tighten them down, just get them nice and firm. There we go. All right. Next is mounting things to this. So there's 5 bolts. It's designed to either hold things from the center or load distributed between these or these. So for example, you can take a swivel and install it in the center one. We're going to use the bolt with the little hole in it, the bigger nut, and the washer. And these ones are kind of a gold colored, and the little safety pin. So to install this, you just slide it in. Push that all the way through. Washer on. And the nut on. And then just tighten it down. And it doesn't have to be super tight. You don't want to crush this going this way, just enough so it doesn't wobble. You like this snug. And then this little guy goes in the hole like that, and that ensures that if something were to ever happen and this were to come loose, that it can't the bolt can't work its way off, and the whole thing comes out. And obviously you should check these periodically. So that creates an attachment point, and you can attach things to this, like so. And you can attach a silk to this. And even with one bolt, relatively strong, with 6, it will hold more weight than your silk can hold. You'll notice these bolts are yellow colored, which means they've been heat treated and hardened, and they're good to about 17,000 pounds. Other mounting option, if you want more flexibility, like if you want to be able to swing this way and that way, is to use 2 bolts either here or here. And we're going to girth hitch these bolts on. This is just your standard climbing harness thing. And a girth hitch looks like that. So we're going to do one here and make another girth hitch. And one down there. Little washers. Again, just gently snug it down, barely any force, to keep it from coming loose. Yeah. And now you could obviously put a swivel here as well, but you've got something that'll give you a lot of movement this way, or you could put this swivel in here, or anything else that you want. So that's it. That's the basics of it. You can also do between here if you wanted a different size one of these, or if you wanted to mount like trapeze or something. So hope you enjoyed it. See ya.